Well, Henshaw here again, your friendly local constitutional troop from California. And recent events have come together um, that look like it's going to make it possible to stop these bastards in their own quote unquote courtroom. And that includes criminal cases, foreclosures, evictions, child procurement syndicate, traffic cases, you name it. And the way we're going to do that is by attacking the Black Robe Bastard Society, and you'll learn all about that. Send me an email, unincourt@gmail.com, as I have some stunning new development to go with my modestly priced constitutional defense document packets. Uh, and then, like I say, it may shut them down right from the beginning, and that's saying something. It takes a lot to do it. But that said, the original intent of those racist framers of the Constitution is to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Seems to show the way as to how to do it. And the really good news is that Trump knows it, Bondi knows it, and most importantly, the current justices of the Supreme Court will know exactly what we're doing and why. That is a lot of bargaining leverage. And what that means is we can prove, that virtually every official actor on the other side against you, whether in black robes or not, or whoever it is, are committing acts of treason to the Constitution. And these are law school graduates, right? Went to UC, Berkeley, Harvard, Yale, Hong Kong Polytechnic, and they don't know this. Send me an email, by the way, for more information, unincourt@gmail.com. And I would be hard pressed in that situation to explain why, as a law school graduate, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, especially to a federal criminal grand jury, should we ever be able to see one. But this is a lot of leverage to make a lot of cases go away. And that said, I should have mentioned it earlier, I got arguably the biggest win in the history of the U.S. Supreme Court. And we'll be talking more about that later. But my friend has been home now for almost 11 months, only having served half the minimum time of a 3 to 15-year sentence that he got in a ridiculous case where he got convicted as a meth addict, which isn't a crime. Um, so we have that in the mix, and there's more to it as well. My South Carolina case where I got all across the country, a place I'd never been before. I mean, how do you commit a crime in a place you ain't never been? And I defeated that in the first 90 seconds of the arraignment. And when you get my document package, you'll get pages 1 to 5 of my handwritten petition for a non-statutory writ of habeas corpus to the U.S. Supreme Court. It had a lot to do with it. And today, that writ probably gets on at least the emergency document of the court, since they're now starting to do their job as a judicial court for the first time, wow, in over 100 years. And they've been at it since 2020. They're not going as fast as I like, but they know, the Trump appointees know what's going on here. And that's more leverage for us, and we should have it. I mean, my gosh, and all of us should have it, by the way. It isn't just lawful deserved, just sanguineous free white state citizens. Even inhabitants of states or inhabitants of territories have creator endowed inalienable rights, which is a hell of a lot better than civil rights. And you can enforce those the same way that we can, right? The trial by jury, habeas corpus. And now, for example, you go out there with those 8 law enforcement thugs in Akron, Ohio, who shot Jalen Walker in the back 48 times and don't even get indicted for involuntary manslaughter. With the system we should have in place, the Republican form of government of defined and limited powers, all these bastards are sitting out there on death row, exactly where they should be. So that's it. For more information, send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. We're going to love what's going on here, and we may have some quick remedies. And, this video was made in June toward the end of the term of the Supreme Court officially. They don't meet in the summertime officially, although they can do it. And I'm looking for some changes there. And if that happens and we get younger justices on there, more Trump appointees, wow, that's even, it's hard to describe how good that's going to be and what we can do with it. And we should be able to do that. I mean, the racist framework ordained and established this Constitution to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. And that's what should be going on. And we haven't had a window like this in 150 years. But we have it now, and you have one here who knows what the Supreme Court is doing, why they're going to do it. The when is a bit iffy right now, but they know as well as I do what the real problems are, and that they've been complicit in not having addressed them. Since very arguably 1933, when you had the switch in time that saved nine, and Joe Chiefs Robert, 8. And they started ruling in favor of FDR's New Deal, which they didn't tell us the deck was loaded with 54 jokers. And that's really turned the whole game around and resulted in the government we have today, de facto government. Nobody has any rights, you name it. But we can fix it. And you want to do this to help your children and your posterity so they don't have to go through what you've been put through. That's the important point. And not only that, they're not getting taught anything in the mandatory public education system about the true history of the Constitution, law, and history of the United States. Well, that's my job to do that, and I'm going to be doing it. And that's the best, it's a priceless blessing to be able to have that information at hand. And I wasn't taught all those decades ago either in Washington, D.C., crying out loud, not a word. But I found out, and I'm here to teach you and to help you at a very modest price. And, and help you to get big settlements too. And that could be coming because of all the acts of treason we can prove. And I mean, it's right. Instinctively, I'm going to teach you why and make you a powerhouse even in their courtroom. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe, like the videos, tell your friends, get the word out. The quicker we take action, the quicker we get these bastards off our back. Thank you.